Okay, let's see if we can wing this test. Okay, so for this particular test, let me show you what I've done. I've got a trunk set up. It is set up for workers. It is locked, so it shouldn't automatically assign any gear. That way we can do the unequip, equip. And there is gear in it. So we do have gear. We have weapons and leather gear. And I have 2 settlers. These 2 settlers came in from the settlement beacon, that settlement beacon. So these were not recruited from the settler visitors, because I know that works. These are not quest NPCs. The other 2 settlers, which did not work in Ten Pines Bluff, may have been quest NPCs. So I don't know if unique settlers, I'm not sure what property or what bit flag or what mask you're looking at to determine if they can, if the function will work on them other than factions. Because I can assign them different tasks, so they do have the keyword can be assigned. They are part of my faction. So that I'm not sure. At least I'm pretty sure they're part of the faction. Those 2 are the original settlers. So these 2 were recruited. Okay, so let's go over here and and just to show you, I went ahead and did a show inventory on both, and you can see that they both have a base outfit. So if I were to talk to them,
let's trade some things.
See, if I were to talk to them, I do not have access to that outfit. So I'm going to assume that there has to be a base outfit for the NPC to wear. This is just an assumption based on the way that I see the game, the way the game was designed. Once I provide a base outfit and tell them to put that on, then I can access their actual outfits here. See, like the rustic outfit. Is it her? Let me do her. So yeah, see, then the rugged flannels would now be available for me to take out of her inventory. Alright, so let's go over to here and let's do, because we're going to test this renaming deal. So let's do this. Alright, so let's strip the settlers down. Let's test this function. Okay, and let's take a look. So it worked. So they're obviously stripped down, but I'm assuming you're still using the unequip all. So yeah, I would only remove their inventory, or better yet, based on how you're doing it, I would show let the user specify based on slot, in your any file, which items you want to unequip all. What slots would qualify for that? And that way you could leave on sunglasses and outfits if only armor slots were specified. Now the user, especially, I've never looked at it, but the user might not know which slot is what. They might not know, because when we think as a programmer or we think as a problem solver, it's data. It's how are we processing the data. But to the user, processing data, that's in the foreground for us. Solving a problem brings the processing of information into the foreground. We have this data, we need this conditional, and this is how it works in the flow. To the user, that's in the background. They don't really worry about, think about, or care about how it was done. They see the flow, what they call the workflow, the game flow. So to them, it's like, well, I don't know if because it's going to strip them right down to the raw. So I would filter that, just like you did with which slots to equip in order. I would have an unequip all filter, and then it might take a little bit longer. You might have a little bit of a lag, but you could cycle through the NPCs, cycle through the slots. Okay, so now let's do an EquipSettlers. Let's do this. So let's go ahead and select this option. Took a second. That's normal. Okay, and good. Now in this case, it looks like she did equip her outfit. Now why Ten Pines was different, I'm not sure. Let's see. Under Armour, yeah, it is worn. So they do. So she did equip. So that's normal behavior. For her, I say that's normal behavior. No, that's a visitor. That's not who we... What in the world? Dude, let's see. I can't take that.
Hey.
I shot the Brahmin. Man, I tell you, whatever programmer did the coding for companions, I really hate saying things like that. It needs to go back to school. Okay, let's see, because they're workflow-wise or flow-wise, they're kind of broken. What the?
Got company.
Okay, let's deal with this. Well, dealt with. All right. Go grab this. All right. The other settlers over here, and I believe their outfit is equipped. That's what I was trying to get in here to this guy. No, I don't want mute fruit. I want settler. Okay, can we get in here to this guy? Let's try this. All right, so his outfit is being worn. So yeah, that worked fine for him. So that's good. That's what it should do. All right, now let's name them. So, let me get in here. All right.
Yes?
Yeah. I gotta get up where I can see you, buddy. This game is really weird in how it decides. Okay, so I want the settler. Give me a settler. There we go. Okay, so he's now set to Ernie. Now let's find the girl. Where'd the girl go? I think she wandered off. Okay, so... Alright, she's now Sophia. Okay, so let's go back in here and let's strip off... Let's control tape. Let's strip off their equipment. Now this is after they're renamed. Okay. Still works just fine. So renaming it had no effect on removing the gear. So we can rule out what's your name doing anything to the record. So I'm guessing the two NPCs, the two settlers at Tin Pine. Let's go ahead and equip these. I think the two settlers at Tin Pine, the two original settlers, must be part of some kind of quest or something. For some reason, those two are being filtered out. So there's your test from right from ground one. Now, she has her outfit, I believe. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, see rustic under armor. That is being worn. Okay, so that one's good. And I know he is too, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to check his just to be safe. So let's do... Okay, that's Eli's. So Eli's was equipped just fine. Okay, so the only difference that I can tell with the Under Armour of the other NPCs... The only difference between this settlement and Tin Pines is the NPCs that had their... under their clothing, their clothing, their Under Armour, their clothing removed, existed, as we were testing different scripts, different versions. They existed prior. These two were done fresh because I already had the current version installed, and then I put the beacon. I came here, there were no settlers. I came here, put up a settlement beacon. So these settlers were recruited after they were recruited after the current version of EquipSettlers was installed. Whereas Julie, and the one who has the problem with the equipped armor, where she seems to, when you do unequip and equip, it doesn't equip her armor again. That one already existed. So that may be part of the problem, where somehow it's quirked out the data that we can't see on that NPC. So that is a possibility there. Alright, let me unlock this chest. Let's go ahead, so that way they can probably look around. Let's go ahead and unlock this. Alright, so I wanted you to see that test to show that it does work. it is working. Let's unlock this, and we're going to leave the... Okay, so it is unlocked. All right, so I've ruled out what's your name is causing the problem. So now, the only difference, you know, like I was saying, the only difference between the two settlers at Tin Pine is they were the original settlers of that settlement. Now, there is another settlement we can test. So I've got that done. Let me go ahead and I'm going to hop up here real quick. I need to turn this off. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to turn this beacon off because two settlers I think is enough. I don't want to have to spend a lot of time doing settlements right now. So let's turn that off and let's take a look. I think we're still in the good. So we have Jamaica Plains has 2 people. Yeah, there's plenty of beds, so we're good. I'm going to leave that like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Oberlin Station. Oberlin Station has 2 people there as well, and these are the 2 original settlers. They're the ones that gave me the quest. So we're going to see, because the two settlers, so far, every recruited settler, whether it's through a settlement beacon or through settler visitors, those work absolutely fine with your mod. Now these 2, the only 2 that are not working are the 2 that was the original settlers. So here they are. These are the original 2 settlers. I do own this settlement. So what we're going to do is let's go in here. And we are going to put down a trunk. Let's put down a trunk. And...
Yes.
What in the world? Jesus. Come on, guys. Yeah, man. Okay, well, we'll just leave those. We're going to turn that into a prison, and we're just going to lock people up randomly. Okay, so, let's see. Let's put it... I'm trying to find a place to drop it here. I know it can go anywhere. You know what? Let me put it right here. So, let's go over to Furniture. Mods. Wait. I'm in the wrong one. It's Furniture. Containers. Mods. Alright, there we go. Alright, so, let's see if we can squeeze this sucker in here somewhere. Yeah, let's drop it right here for right now. In fact, let's get rid of that. Ah, they don't need a place to sit. Let's see. What we got? Alright, we got our trunk. Alright, and let's add our... Yeah, this game likes to put... It's like somehow they decided to put things in people's way. Which is weird. It's like, okay, they're doing something, so let's create the illusion of interactivity by just putting things in their way. I don't know who designs this stuff. All right, let's see. All right, so we got our terminal. Okay, there's our terminal. So let's go in here and let's load the tape up. And I'm going to leave everything unlocked. I'm going to increase the size just to make sure that we don't have that problem. We're going to make this, I'm going to turn this on settlers because they are settlers, they're not guards, because they're working on crops. Unlocked, interval is fine. Okay, so let me go ahead and save this. Let's do one final check. I don't have any gear, but I could probably give myself some pistols. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this. Alright, now let's go over here and unequip all. Okay. Let's see if we can rule out this variable. Let's strip all their junk off. See? Okay, see how it did not work? So apparently original settlers in a settlement are not included. See where it says settler? See, it did not remove their gear. So yeah, these 2 settlers were the original settlers of Oberlin Station, just like Tin Pines Bluff. I did their quest. And now I did the request, and as you can see, I gained ownership of the workshop. So that's some kind those are being excluded. All right, so let me go ahead and post this up so you can see it. That original settlers are being excluded, and as you can see, they're not a named NPC. They're just settlers. So maybe that has a maybe your factional condition checking. Maybe some it's that. I don't know what conditional checks you do, like where you have you know, faction or faction. I'm not sure if that's done in your I'm not sure if that's done in your DLL, or if that's done in your Papyrus script. So yeah, that is that. So let me go ahead and post this up for you so you can see.